I love to read, so I've read this book, and it's called Notes Left Behind by Brooke and Keith Dissearch. I don't know how to pronounce their last names, but it's a really good book, and I wrote the name on the cover because I actually lost the cover. And it's about this girl, her name is Grace Elena, who's just watching, or reading out of the book. But it's Notes Left Behind, and it's about this girl who has cancer when she was really young. And her parents were trying to help her fight it, and she had all these big dreams, and she wanted to do a lot of things. She wanted to be a mom and all kinds of things. And then she got cancer. And no one really knew she had cancer until they took her in and the doctor said that she had cancer. And then everybody started panicking, so they took her in weekly for her exams and everything. And it's like a really sad story because she ends up dying of the cancer, and I didn't know that happened. And I kind of like this book just because it shows real life, not the fake life in many other books. This one shows what can happen in real life if you have cancer, and what to do if you get cancer, or, you know, anybody you know gets cancer. And it really helps, and I cried a couple times during the book, and it kind of like made me sad, but I wanted to finish the book because I wanted to see if she lived or not. And it was really sad, and I kind of wish she lived, and I would go and I would fly across the earth to go meet her. And she was only 5, and I'll show you a picture of her. It's in here somewhere. I know it is. Here's a picture of her. It says, she always eats her vegetables first. She can never wear enough paint. She always writes her name backwards, not because she doesn't know how to write it, but because she just likes the way it looks. She crosses her legs when she sits. There is nothing better than art class except, of course, a trip to the library. Fiction is better than nonfiction. Skip the pop and give her milk and pour it in a wine glass and say cheers. She loves squibble squabbles, lace and ruffles. Tights are best when in juggle patterns or polka dots. No pants, only dresses. She loves babies. When you play school, she is always the teacher. Mom is best for cuddling. Sally, a grumpy old chihuahua, is the best pet she ever had. You can never have enough headbands, and all she ever wants in life is to be a mom. And that's what it says right here, explaining about her. And I got this book at a dollar store because I was going through the books and I'm like, oh, okay. And I saw this, and I kind of like opened it up and looked in it, and I saw there were pictures of a little girl. So I'm like, or pictures that a little girl drew, and so I read a couple pages just to see what it was about. And once I figured out it was about a little girl with cancer, I was hooked. I wanted to read the book because I wanted to see if she made it or not. And I'm not the kind of person who goes to the end of the book to see if the ending. I have to read from the first page on, and I was standing there for literally 5 minutes reading this book. I recommend this book to anyone who likes nonfiction, to anybody actually, because I used to like fiction only, but now that I wrote this, I go through all the books. And I really like this book, and you should read it. It's called Notes Left Behind. And I can't explain to you how much you should read this book. I got it at a dollar store, so you could probably find it online or at a dollar store too. But I really like that book. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna actually go read this book again. Yeah, it's a really good book. I have already read it 10 times, and I'm gonna go read it again. I think I've memorized it. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you have any books that I should read or recommendations that I should read to write a review on, please comment them down below. I will find them on Amazon because I have a Kindle. I actually prefer the Kindle, but they're kind of tied. The Kindle, what you can do is, I had the Kindle and I was reading it all year through school, and then I picked up a paperback, this one, to read it again because this one costs money on Amazon. or they didn't have it or something like that. So I go and I don't know a word and I'm like, oh wait, I can't move the cursor down to get the definition of the word, which is the reason why I like the Kindle. But I actually like this a little bit more than the Kindle because you can just like search on your phone what the word means. But yes, read this book. Thank you for watching. Bye.